Hello, my friends. It is Rabbi Chastain, and I am here to learn with you again. We are going to go further into the Nesivos Shalom on Pesach. We are in the fourth mimer on Pesach, Pesach Chag Emunah, Pesach, the festival of our faith, and we are doing what I call the meat and potatoes of this mimer. It is the part that I love going over, and it is the part that speaks about different dargos, different levels of Emunah, different levels of faith, and kind of outlines the levels of Emunah and gives a name to them, and also speaks about the levels of Emunah experienced in Mitzrayim and the kfira of Paro, the blasphemy of Paro, of Pharaoh, and of the Egyptians. It's a very interesting part of this mimer. So let me pull up my screen so you can see it along with me here. Sharing my screen, and we'll pull up. Oh, by the way, if any of you wanted to see a picture of the Nesivos Shalom, that is the Nesivos Shalom. And his Sfarim some of them are available in English now. He has a two-part set on Moadim, on festivals and on Shabbos. And he has a sefer on each one of the Chamisha Chumshei Torah, so on all of the books of the Chumash. And he also has a pamphlet on Hanukkah, and I think there's something they put out on Purim. But those are smaller. All right, so we were picking up at the beginning here of Gimel, expounding, as I wrote in my little note there, on the definition of Emunah. I will be looking in my sefer. Push this against the wall a little more. There we go. Let me center myself, and we're good. All right, so I'm going to look in my sefer. You can look in yours up on the screen here. V'hinei, and behold, inyan Emunah, the topic of Emunah, kolul bazeh. Included in this topic is Hein es Pashtus Emunah, the simple level of Emunah, the simple faith in God. Sheish Borei Kol Olamim. This is the first level, that there is a God who created all of existence. Shezoah Madrega Ktana B'Yoser B'Emunah. This is the smallest, itty-bittiest level of faith in God. You believe that there's a God that created the world. Good for you. That's part number one. That is level number one. Asher Bezos Ma'aminim Gam Chasidu Umasa Olam. But even the righteous Gentiles believe in this. Ukemaimer Marana Kadosh Mikubrin, Zuchusi again Elena, like the Rebbe from Kubrin said, Ala Pasuk in Tehillim Kuf Yud Gimel, Ramal Kol Goyim Hashem, Hashem is lofty over all nations, Ala Shemayim Kvodo, over the heavens is his honor. But it says Al Kol Goyim, over all nations. There are people in all nations who recognize that God created the universe. Gam Bein HaGoyim Yesh Ke'elu HaMa'aminim BaHaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even amongst the non-Jews, there are people like this that believe in God. There are righteous Gentiles too. Ela shehem sevurim b'ta'usam, but they often erroneously think, Hirak al shmaim kivodo, but just like we said in the Pasuk, that his honor just dwells in heaven. He created the world, and he left it to happenstance. He left it to run itself. There is no hashgacha pratis. There is no individual hashgacha. Maybe not even hashgacha klalis. Maybe he doesn't even watch over at all. It's just he made it, and he said, all right, guys, do your thing. But no. Acha emes, but the truth is, Shemika Hashem Elokeinu, who is like Hashem, our God. This is quoting a pasuk as well. Hamagvil Hashavas Hamashpil Eros Bashmayim Uva Aretz, that he is in the Shamayim and the heavens, Uva Aretz, and on the earth. His dwelling place is not just on high. He's down here too, and has a direct relationship with us. Klomar, that is to say, Sha'anu imo, amo it should be, ma'aminim gam b'ashgachaso apratis, that us, his nation, Klal Yisrael, we believe also in his hashgacha apratis, his individual divine providence with the world and with every person in it. V'kamo b'shamayim kach gam al ha'oretz, prusa, that it is spread out, his glory, his honor, his kavod, his being, his essence, is over all of existence. He is sovev kol olman, he surrounds all worlds, and he's also mole kol olam hulo bechvodo, and fills the entire world with his honor. He encompasses and fills. See the Balatanya he speaks about. Hashgachaso yisparach shmai, his hashgacha, his watching over us, is complete, constant, and fills all of existence. V'zo dargas ha'emunah shel ish Yehudi. And this is the level of faith that a Jew has. Sha'abari yisparach shemo, that the Almighty, may his name be blessed, hu borei umanhig l'chol habriyim. He created and he leads and he watches over all of creation. And manhig, he leads them in certain directions. V'hu levado asa v'osa v'yaseh. And he alone did or made, is doing and is making, v'yaseh, and will do and will make, l'chol masim, all things that will be done and made. I went with both shirashim there of ayin, sin, hey. All of my younger talmidim will be proud of me. V'yesh od madrega shlishis be'emunah, and there is a third level of emunah. So this is level number 3. 1 was that God created the world. 2 is that he created and also watches over that world and fills not only the heavens but also the earth. Here's the third one. Sheyehudi mechuyev lahamin, that a Jewish person is obligated to believe. Ki Yisrael hema am hanivchar, that the Jewish people are the chosen nation. That is something, if a person is kofar in that, if a person does not believe that, they are kofar in kol haTorah kula, because the Torah says that God chose us and has a relationship with us, and that's a special relationship. That is what we are celebrating on Pesach, that God took us out of Egypt, chose us to be his nation. If you are kofar in that, you don't believe in that, you are kofar in the entire essence and being of God. It is one of the big differences between Judaism and other religions. You can be a monotheist and believe in God, but you still do not have perfect faith unless you believe in all of the Torah. And the Torah says that the Jewish people are the Am HaNivchar. We are the chosen people. Kamashikasav, as it says, Ata bechartanu mikol amim. We say this in davening, on festivals, on Yom Tif. You chose us from all the nations. Ahavta osanu, you loved us. V'ratzisa banu, you wanted us. V'romam tanu mikol hashanas, you raised us up over all tongues. V'kidashtanu mitzosecha, and you sanctified us with your mitzvos. Ke'aftanu malkeinu l'avodasecha, you brought us close to your service. V'shimcha hagodol. Fine. Yeah, and you called your name over us. Yeah. Ve'im eino ma'amin ba'ata bechartanu. If a person doesn't believe in ata bechartanu and the fact that Hashem chose us, areza gamkin b'chinas apikaris. That's also a heretic. Rachmana litzlan, Hashem should save us from such horrible thoughts. We're going to go to the top of the next amud here, top of the next column. There we go. Where am I? Okay. Where it says v'chol chelkei. So we just spoke about the different parts of Emunah. V'chol chelkei ha'emunah hanizker, and all of the parts of faith, the levels of faith that we just mentioned. Nichlalu b'yetzias Mitzrayim. They were all included in the story of the Exodus from Egypt, and we'll lay out how that is. Inyan ha'ashgacha pratis, the topic of God's divine providence and intervention with creation. Shehi me'ikr gilo yetzias Mitzrayim. That's the part of a big part of the revelation of God in Egypt, was to show us and the Egyptians that he interacts with nature. He is not just sitting in a lawn chair, sipping lemonade on high. He is involved. As it's emphasized, as we can feel in the very verses of the Makos, the plagues in Mitzrayim, the Hifla Hashem bein Mikna Yisrael bein Mikna Mitzrayim. Hashem distinguished between the flocks of the Jewish people and the flocks of Mitzrayim. The Samti Fedus bein Amu bein Amecha. I'm going to make a distinguishing mark between my nation and between your nation. Hashem says very clearly, you will see that the Jewish people are not going to be affected by the Makos, that the Jews are going to be different. They have a different relationship with me, a special relationship with me. And Makas Choshech, it says, for all the Jewish people, they had light in their dwelling places. Another fedus, another distinguishing mark between Klal Yisrael and the Mitzrim. Because this was the purpose of the Makos. Laman Yedu Mitzrayim, so that Mitzrayim will know, Ki Ani Hashem, that I am God. And like it says, Shaparo hem in rak b'shem Elokim. Paro believed in something. What did he believe in? Only the name Elokim, right? Basher oso shama kvar Yosef, because he had already heard that name from Yosef. Kamashikasav, as Yosef said to Paro, Beladai, Elokim Yanes Shalom Paro. It's not I, it is God that will answer about the peace of Paro. It is God that will interpret Paro's dream. V'Hashem HaKadosh Hazeh, and this name Elokim, this holy name, Mored indicates Al Hanhaga Hativis, on the natural order. Elokim begematria Hateva. The name Elokim has the same gematria, the same numerical value as Hateva, the nature. It indicates that God created nature, but it doesn't indicate any interaction between Hashem and nature. V'hainu sheparo hamin, this is to say that Paro believes Shakadosh Baruch Hu bara v'sider es hateva. He created and organized and arranged nature. Aval kofer, but he denied ba'ashgacha pratis, that Hashem had anything to do with the bria, with the creation. Beyond that he actually practices any divine intervention. Moshe Amar, like it said, Mi Hashem, like Paro said, who is Hashem? And that is the name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, Asher Eshma B'Kolo, that I should listen to his voice. The Shem Havaya, that name of God, Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, More, it represents and teaches us about Al Ashkacha HaPratis, Shu Hayahova V'Yiyeh, that Hashem was, is, and will be, and that he interacts with the Bria, with the creation, and his manhigit, leads it in certain directions. V'chol makos ba'o laharos sheyesh hashkacha pratis, and all the makos were in order to show that Hashem does indeed interact with the world. L'man yedu Mitzrayim kinei Hashem, so that Mitzrayim will know that I am Hashem, Yud Kei Vav Kei, Hayahova V'Yiyeh, that interacts with the world. V'zeh shekasav asher hotzei me'eretz Mitzrayim, and this that it says in the Aseret Adibros, the Ten Commandments, I am God who did what? Created the world? No. Who took you out of Egypt, who has a special relationship with you, right? With the Jewish people. Sha'az nisgalsa hashkacha pratis, because that very time period was when Hashem's hashkacha pratis, his divine intervention with the world, and his special relationship with Klal Yisrael became clear. I'm going to move the page down just a tad here. See if I can get all that in one shot. Vilachain. I'm up to Vilachain. Beginning of a paragraph here. Vilachain, and therefore, Rosh Dvar Elokim Bahar Sinai Haya, the first thing that God said to us on Mount Sinai was, Anochi Hashem Aleikecha Asher Tzeisecha Me'eretz Mitzrayim Beis Avodim. I am God who took you out of the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery, from the house of bondage. I chose you. Shu Yesod HaEmunah, that is the very foundation of our faith. Kamashikasav Rambam, as the Rambam explains in Perek Aleph of Hilchos Yesodei HaTorah, Shezo Mitzvahs HaEmunah Ha'amanas Hashem. This is the mitzvah of believing in Hashem. Asher Tzeisecha Me'eretz Mitzrayim, who took you out from the land of Egypt. Dehine Yedua Kushyas HaMefarshim. The question of the commentators is well known. Shalachara, that at first glance, Roi Haya Yoser, the mitzvah Emunah Haya Yekasav, Anochi Hashem Aleikecha Asher Baras Yisraelam, would have made a lot more sense to write as the first commandment, I am Hashem, your God, who created the world. Makes sense, but Elasha Emunah Azoske Kadosh Baruch Hu Baras Olam, but that level of faith that Hashem created the world, Elohim Matsui Gam B'Kerev HaGoyim, that's found even amongst the non-Jewish nations that believe that. Mashkazu, as we said, Ramachul Gaim Hashem, like we quoted that pasuk before. Achein, however, Iker HaEmunah Shetz Tavinu Aleh, the main topic of faith in God that we were commanded about is Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Hotzeisecha Me'eretz Mitzrayim. I am Hashem, your God, who took you out of Egypt. Hainu HaEmunah V'Hashkacha Pratis. It's Emunah and Hashkacha Pratis, and Hashem's individual divine providence and his specific providence towards the Jewish people. Shenisgalsa b'Yetzias Mitzrayim, which was revealed in the Exodus from Egypt, La'ein Kol, in front of the entire world. The mitzvah Emunah Hashem, because the mitzvah of belief in God, Kolelas Gam Lahamin B'Hashkacha Pratis. It also includes believing in Hashem's Hashkacha Pratis, his divine providence, his individual interaction with the world, Shakadosh Baruch Hu Borei Umanig L'Chol HaBruyim V'Amasim, because he created and guides all creations and deeds. V'Shomer Al Yisrael B'Hashkacha Miuchedes, and he watches over and guards the Jewish people with a very specific and special level. Say the Shemer Yisrael, Hine lo yanam v'lo yishan. He doesn't sleep, he doesn't doze, the Shemer Yisrael. He watches us constantly, always protecting us. Hine, the eyes of Hashem are upon Eretz Yisrael, Mireshis Hashana ad Achri Shana. From the beginning till the end of the year, there is a level of connection of Hashem, to his nation, and to his land that does not exist with the rest of the Bria. The Gemara tells us that the bracha for the entire world flows through Eretz Yisrael, flows through the Makom HaMikdash. We know Shlomo HaMelech knew where to plant certain crops. Why? Not because he was an expert farmer, but because he knew the channels by which Hashem sent down hashpah, sent down energy into the world, and he knew how that energy emanated from the holy temple to the rest of the creation, and knew where to go to plant certain crops based on the energy that came out of that Beis HaMikdash. It is a palpable and real thing. Now I just have to see where I was up to. V'shomer al Yisrael b'ashkacha miuchedes. V'kamo shekasav ba'orchos chaim la'Rosh, like it's written in the Orchos Chaim of the Rosh, B'zeh Lashon, in the following way, V'lahamin ba'ashkachaso ha'pratis, and to believe in God's divine providence, B'zeh tiskayim b'levavcha hayichud ha'shalem b'chulahu, and through this it'll be upheld in your heart, hayichud ha'shalem, the complete unification of Hashem, ki mi she'eno ma'amin asher tzisicha meretz Mitzrayim, because the individual who does not believe in Hashem's hashkacha pratis and his special relationship with Klal Yisrael that he took us out of Mitzrayim, Af ba'anochi Hashem Elokecha eino ma'amin. He doesn't really even believe in the beginning of the statement. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. I am Hashem, your God. Who's God? The Jewish people's God, right? If you don't believe in that special connection, there's a pagam, there is a problem in your Emunah, in your faith. V'chein nichlal od ba'anochi Hashem Elokecha asher tzisicha meretz Mitzrayim. So too, it's also included in this mitzvah of I am Hashem, your God, who took you out of Eretz Mitzrayim, out of Egypt. Emunah she'Yisrael hem ha'am ha'nibchar. It's another level of Emunah that we are the chosen people. Ki b'yetzias Mitzrayim nisgawa agiloi haniskav hazeh, because this lofty revelation occurred. She'Yisrael hem ha'am ha'nibchar, that the Jewish people are the chosen nation through the story of Yetzias Mitzrayim, of the Exodus. Uvanim atem Hashem Elokeichem, it says in Parshas Re'eh, my bar mitzvah parsha, that we are sons, we are children of Hashem our God. U'kenizker shedavar Hashem harishon liYisrael hayabeni b'char Yisrael. The first thing that Hashem said to Moshe, he should say to Paro, is b'ni b'chari Yisrael, my son, my firstborn, Israel. Ba'odam mishukayim b'mimta shari tuma. This was said when they were still dug deep into the impurity of Mitzrayim, of Egypt, and they were still in a bad place. And even then, B'ni B'chari Yisrael, me, my son, my firstborn, Yisrael, whose forefathers I chose, who I had a relationship with, who I was Kaires Beris, who I made a covenant with. B'ni B'chari Yisrael, my firstborn, Yisrael. That's what's included in I am Hashem, your God. Anochi Havaya, I, Hashem Yudke Vavke, Hayahova V'yiyeh, Hiha Emunah B'Hashem Habayr Manigol Chalabriim. That's belief in Hashem, who created and leads all of creation. He's manhig them. He sends them in a specific direction. Elikecha, your God. Hiha Emunah Elikecha Shalcha, yours, belongs to you. Special relationship with you. Top of the next page. Shehu Yisparach Kivyachol Davuk Bachem. He is, as if it were, is connected to you. He is caught onto you. He's part of you. V'atem ha'am hanivchar l'chalko. And you are the nation that was chosen as his portion in this world. V'hinei, behold, Maran Melachovich Zechusi Again Aleinu Omar, the Rebbe of Lachovich, said, Ki ish Yehudi michuyev lahamin shehu mamin. The Jewish person is mechuyev lahamin shehu mamin. He has a mitzvah to believe that he's a believer. He's a believer, the son of believers. It's in you. It's the Pintel Yid. It's who you are. You are a Jew. You have this relationship. You are part of this nation. You have a special, special place in Hashem's world and Hashem's side. He has a relationship with you. Even if, God forbid, this level of faith is not so clear to him, he's having some trouble. He has to know that in the very depths of his soul, he is a believer. But a fog covers him over. The light of his faith. This is part of the obligation of Emunah, knowing that deep down in your soul, this is who you are. This is also a part of this facet of faith called I am Hashem, your God. It is engraved deep on the heart of every Jewish person. And that Jewish person needs to believe when he doesn't feel deep down in his soul, he always has to know that he is part of the Am HaNivchar. He's part of the chosen people, of this idea of B'ni B'char Yisrael, my son, my firstborn, Yisrael. You're God's firstborn. You're special. You're important. You have a place. You have a purpose. And that's to build your relationship with God. You should be zocher to do it. I should be zocher to do it. And we should be zocher to be together again soon. B'mheira, Yameinu, Amen. Have a nice